Imagine walking into the apartment you once shared with the love of your life and finding a used condom in your bathroom trash. Not even a week after you moved out. What would you do? Stay calm or lose control? This is a story of how heartbreak turned me into someone I barely recognized, and how 5 seconds of anger changed everything. If you've ever been betrayed by someone you loved, hit that like button and subscribe. Because today's story will remind you why revenge might feel good for a moment, but guilt lasts forever. When my ex, Emily, broke up with me 2 months ago, I thought I'd already hit rock bottom. We'd been together for 3 years. We had plans, vacations, maybe even marriage. But somewhere along the way, she grew distant, cold. The breakup wasn't explosive. It was quiet. One night over dinner, she just said, "I don't think I love you the same way anymore." No tears, no anger, just emptiness. We lived together in a rented apartment, and breaking the lease wasn't an option. So we agreed to keep living there. 2 ghosts under one roof. We barely spoke. She spent her evenings on her phone, smiling at messages that weren't mine. I spent mine pretending not to notice. By the time I finally found another place, I thought I had buried every ounce of pain inside me. Before leaving, I told her I'd swing by once a week, same day, same time, just to pick up any mail that still came in. She said sure, without looking up from her screen. It was over, or at least I thought it was. A week later, I went back for the first time. I was just there for my mail and my TV. Nothing else. The apartment looked the same, but it felt different. There was laughter somewhere, faint, ghost-like. I brushed it off. After collecting my mail, I decided to use the hallway bathroom before leaving. I opened the door and froze. There, sitting right on top of the trash can, was a used condom. It was fresh, obvious, and suddenly, every suppressed emotion from the past 2 months came rushing back. Anger, betrayal, humiliation. It hadn't even been a week since I left, and she'd already brought someone else home. Our home. My chest tightened. My hands shook. I remember whispering to myself, "You've got to be kidding me." That tiny room felt like it was shrinking. I couldn't breathe. I didn't say a word. I just walked out, leaving behind my TV, my dignity, and a storm brewing inside me. That night, I lay in bed staring at the ceiling. My brain kept replaying that moment over and over. The trash can, the condom, the laughter. I tried to tell myself it didn't matter, that she was free to do whatever she wanted. But logic doesn't mean much when your heart feels like it's been stabbed through. Every second that passed, my thoughts grew darker. I imagined him in my bed, using my pillows, and her smiling. I hated that I still cared. I hated that I couldn't let it go. By 3 a.m., I wasn't thinking clearly anymore. I just wanted her to feel what I felt, that same twist of betrayal and disgust. The next morning, I texted her, "Hey, I'll be stopping by during my break to grab my TV." She replied, "Sure, I'll be out." Perfect. When I arrived, the apartment was silent. Her scent still lingered, a mix of perfume and something that once felt like home. I went to her room to grab the TV, and that's when I saw the box of condoms on her nightstand. Something inside me snapped, without touching them. I used a paper towel to fish a few used ones from the bathroom trash. My hands were trembling, from anger, guilt, adrenaline, I don't even know. I walked into her bedroom, stared at the bed, and emptied them right onto her pillow. Then I flipped the pillows over, hiding the evidence just beneath the surface. It was quick, thoughtless. I left the apartment without looking back. Driving back to work, I expected to feel relief, some sense of justice. But instead, I felt hollow. The image of that bed haunted me. Her face when she discovered it. The confusion, the disgust. It didn't make me feel powerful. It made me feel small. That's when it hit me. All those emotions I thought I'd buried, they hadn't gone anywhere. They'd just been waiting for the right moment to explode. By the time I parked, I blocked her number, her socials, everything. No explanation, no closure. Just silence. I haven't gone back for my mail since that day. It's been weeks. And every time I think about it, I cringe. Not because she didn't deserve a wake-up call. Maybe she did. But because I stooped to her level. I wanted her to hurt. Instead, I just confirmed what she probably already believed, that I was bitter, broken, and weak. There's a moment, about 5 seconds long, right before you act out of anger. 5 seconds where you can stop yourself and walk away. If I had paused for just those 5 seconds, maybe I wouldn't have to carry this regret. Now, karma's got my name on its list, and I won't even be mad when it finds me. She thought she could move on easily, and maybe she did. But the next time she laid her head down to rest, she unknowingly laid it right on top of the filth she'd brought into our home. My revenge wasn't justice. It was a mirror, and what it showed me was far uglier than anything she ever did to me. Revenge never fixes what's broken. It only spreads the cracks to someone new. Sometimes, the strongest thing you can do isn't to strike back. It's to walk away with your peace intact. If this story made you feel something, anger, sadness, maybe even guilt, hit that like button. Comment below, what would you have done at my place? And don't forget to subscribe for more true stories that hit straight to the heart.